Okay, hello chat. Hello. It is me. I'm doing the morning stream and it's 9 a.m. for once. I went to bed like probably half 11. Yeah, go to bed like half 8. So I've been in bed for like 9 hours and it's great. My VC face is like looking way too far up. Give me a second. Uh, do, do, do. Uh, yeah, I do. I do. Yeah, it's for once I'm not massively undersleeping. I'm actually rested, which is wild. I was still like a couple minutes late, but that's because I made breakfast. I'm not used to like having the option of making breakfast. I usually just wake up and I have to like immediately start, or I'm like 10 minutes late. But I was like in bed. And I was like, you know what? I want some food, and so I got up and I made some food. I have like okay. I've got two slices of toast with honey on it. I'm gonna eat it on stream, and you all can't stop me. This is a morning show. Tree isn't here. I'm completely unsupervised. Although I usually supervise them. Uh, uh, Move shit around. Um, I'm probably gonna end up doing Jump King again. I mean, I do take requests, but uh, I also ought to get TTS up. That's the thing I can do. I'll do it on Edge again. It's I'm not doing any stream later today, so I might like set things up for TTS then, or I could try and do it like on the Tuesday stream and like live test it. I'll probably like this afternoon. I'll probably like find the open source code that the other guys are using, and I just like find a way to get the voices actually into it because the TTS part of it is actually not something I mean, Speakerbot. I have not heard of Speakerbot. What is Speakerbot? Let me look it up. Speakerbot. Speakerbot dot no Speaker dot bot. Let's have a look at this. Supercharged TTS through a live stream. This could work. Get started. Download, extract, run. We'll try this. We'll try this. TTS best. TTS is good. Have you seen Helter's one? I know he managed to get the what's the game called? The fucking space game with a uh it has a name. What's it called? Didn't it? What's the game called? That the voice pack is from. Because I do know it. I've heard it before. There's yeah, from the space game. Okay. Uh, you might not know it either. I did actually like download it at one point, but the game itself is just like a fetch quest, pretty much. But for some reason, it's got a like really robust voice pack, and so Helter's gone and ripped that voice pack out of that. But like, you know, like entire playlists of like songs people have made using just this voice pack. It's uh it's a good voice pack. It's yes, like you know the like vocal stuff where you do like the pitch and length of each syllable individually. It's the same sort of setup like that, except you write it all out in text, which is a lot slower. Moonbase Alpha, that's it. Thank you, Donut. So it's a lot slower than a lot of the other setups, but it's like it's you can do a lot with it, you know? We like it. Ah, best channel, best channel. Right, let's download this speaker block then. I've done the download. I have a zip. I've got an entire folder full of stuff. I need to actually give this its own folder. Onto the desktop. Make a new folder. This is SpeakerBot. And extracting everything to that. Yeah, what's been? I did actually. I got the notification that you commented on it. I haven't actually. I haven't logged into that account to actually like see if there's anything else going on. But I'm also gonna need StreamerBot. That sounds complicated. I also need music. Let me get some music on. I could do the I mean, the Moonbase Alpha songs might be copyrighted, but they would also be like quite funny to put on. Commented twice. I got a notification for one of them. I haven't logged on to actually see what the other one is. I mean, I could do it. I could do it right now if I wanted. It's not. I'm assuming that's the copyrighted on the Moonbase Alpha songs. Let's see if I can get the playlist up. Moonbase Alpha songs. There used to be like a whole playlist I had. It's like an hour long. Is actually quite good. Here it is. Fantasy watching the voice. Okay. Quit an ASMR stream. Showing up a little bit loud. I'll turn it down. And 144. I love these songs. These songs are great. I used to listen to them all the time. I stopped after a while because there's only like so many of them. You know, they do get repetitive after a while, but they're great songs. I must put the text away now. We don't need that. We love the text, but you know, it has a purpose to serve. Still overpowering? Okay. I'll put it down to there. How about now? Is that good? I've once again messed up like all of my audio settings because that's good. Okay, good. Because I took my headphones out when I was at parents yesterday because it takes like 2 hours to drive there and back. Like 2 hours there, 2 hours back. I just took my headphones to that, and so my phone outputs audio at like a very different volume to my laptop. How was it? Nothing really happened. I told them I was done with university. They said I was done with university, and we had a meal, and that somehow took 8 hours. Like, nothing actually happens. Like, I have by far the most interesting life out of everyone that went to that. Like, it was me, my parents, and both my parents' parents. Like, I left a little bit before 10 a.m. and I got back. I think like between 8 and 9 p.m. Maybe only 8. I don't know. I might be exaggerating, but I was definitely out for a while. That's like 10 hours, which is a long time. But I mean, like 4 hours of that was driving, so I was with them for 6 hours, driving for 4, and of the 6 hours I was with them, there's probably like 1 hour of that was just eating at a restaurant, which is like always weird for me because like they they all like go to these like fancy restaurants with like fancy food and all of that, and it's like they spend more on a single meal than I do on like weeks worth of food. Like back at university, I get like a pack of pasta. It does 2 meals worth, and that cost 80 pence, 0.8 pounds. And so like if I was like only eating pasta 3 meals a day, then that would be £1.20 per day, and like my meal alone doing the family stuff probably cost like 30 quid, which is to me fucking ridiculous. That's genuinely about 3 weeks worth of food when I'm buying for myself. It's like it's really weird to me because all my family have a lot more money than I do, so they spend the stuff without even really thinking about it. But I'm looking, like, I'm sitting there staring at the menu. It's like, man, like I would never buy the stuff like with my own money. Like I'm better off than most people, but like I'm not that well off, you know. Like I still have to like budget and stuff. I'm living off student loans, but like they spend so much money on just things. It's like you buy a nice meal and it's like it's good, but that only like lasts like an hour or so. Like maybe you'll feel good about it for like half a day, but like you know, I could I feel like I could do like a lot more with that money. And the money's good. Wait, hold on. Did I actually update my category? No, I didn't. I'm still on Jump King. Whoops. Uh, why do I always forget the category? I might have to just make Danette an editor at some point and have her change my category for me. Okay, there you go. We are now on Just Chatting. Because we are apparently just chatting for now. Like, also, I gotta eat my toast at some point. I'm probably gonna eat my toast before we play the game. Like, toast is pretty good, you know? You need to open your PC? It's okay, I did it. I get better stuff with it. Oh yeah, I was doing the voice bot. I completely forgot about that. It's okay to know. I mean, in like 3 or 4 days, you're gonna be like on the stream, so I'm assuming you're gonna be on PC for that. Edge is trying to give me news. I don't care about news. I never actually pay any attention to the news. Oh, my desktop needs to be cleaned. Oh, I want to show you guys my desktop. I don't actually know what needs to be set up for the TTS. I might run into trouble, but we'll see. I usually just like try random shit until something works. I have a look at my desktop at the moment. It's getting messy. It's time for me to clean stuff up. Like, this is like my dumping ground over here. Like, when I just like get a random thing, and that's where I put it. And then like stuff in the middle is like active projects, but like this is like these I haven't even touched for like half a year. This was a one night idea which I haven't even looked at yet. Shorts I am actually doing. Game of Thrones banner is like I mean, we know what that was, and that's like old. Also, I thought I was gonna like make a folder for like legal documents because like I'm just gonna grab all of this and like dump it into the old folder. That's also got all the documents I had on my desktop before. They're getting like gradually more diluted and harder to find. It's like, man, I need to clean this up at some point. It's a little bit ridiculous. Even like this, I forgot like ILSpy is a decompiler for uh .asm, I think it was. No, .dsdll, which I was using to decompile Viml to have a look at the backend, which is within the user agreement. I found out I was allowed to do it after I started doing it, but I am actually allowed to do it. So yeah, like I've got 3 folders for this, and I can just like I can take these two and just like check them anywhere else. I only actually need this one. Coursework, I've graduated university. I don't need that. Like, man. Tenancy agreements? Wait, I might pay fun for that one for you, maybe. Roblox Inside and Piss. Yeah, I've got some old ones. Inside and Piss is this one. I mean, we could do Roblox at some point. It's Roblox is one of the games that I was just never gonna play, and then I got convinced to do it by a friend, which is so now I have Roblox, and like from what I can tell, it's basically just a list of knockoff versions of other games that people have made. Like some of them are actually kind of decent, but most of it is literally just like some kid making a rip-off version of an actual good game. Like some of them are okay, but the quality is pretty bad. You used to play Roblox when you were younger? I've only played Roblox in the last like year or so. Yeah. Speakerbot. Let's open this up. What do I need? This is full of DLL. This is the stuff I can. Do I show this? I probably shouldn't show this just in case folders. There might be something in there. But like, this is what the ILSpy can decompile. Like, almost every folder in here is a DLL, which means I can just like open this up and like actually get the backend code as to how this is all working, which is like almost certainly against a user agreement and possibly illegal, but I could. There's nothing stopping me, and I do have a legitimate use for the for having that downloaded. I need to allow access. It's being slow. What do we got? Go to settings and set speech engines. I need to actually get it open first. Speakerbot, UberDuck, processing users, events, custom commands, channel reward settings. Settings looks good. We've got speech engines. I can add a speech engine. Dayton, what is the recommended speech engine from you? I've got a whole list. I can show this. I don't think there's anything bad in here. Let's open this up. So this is what I have. We've got settings here, which is what we're going to do. We've got all of this. I'm not going to click on the accounts because that might actually be bad. The volume, we've got name. There's all just standard stuff. Speech engine is what is actually going to make the sound. Don't know what VoiceGate is. I still don't know what that is, but that might just be the output. Like it might process the speech here and then like actually make the volume here. But I don't know, that's when we'll have to figure it out. Ignored voices, don't know it. Speaking options. Use Amazon for now, but you recommend free. Sure. Got emotes. We like emotes. So everything's easy, blah blah blah. Okay. Let's get this up. Amazon Poly. That's probably asking for my Twitch key. Maybe. Actually, it's got Windows one. Wait. What are you referring to on the Windows one? Is that the key? I don't know my Windows key. Sappy 5. Sappy 5. Okay, Sappy 5. I have got two voices apparently. I got Microsoft Hazel and Microsoft Zero. That is incredible. We'll try Hazel for now. Okay. Okay. So audio device to monitor looks like it's putting from my microphone, which I have no idea how this is going to be. My plan was to just decompile the other guys' code, which I might still do because I'm gonna have to I want to be able to customize it. So if this doesn't do everything I want to do, then I'll open up the back end and see if there's anything else going on there. Again, this is DLL, so I can decompile this if I want. But yeah, we'll see. It might just do everything I want, which would save me a lot of time. But you know, we could do a coding stream. I can figure out how to code a voice bot. WebSocket? That's concerning. That was a local address, so it's not one I need to hide, but still, I shouldn't have clicked on that. Yeah, that address is not anything of concern. Yeah, it's fine. That looks like it's for getting other programs to connect to this. Okay, now I just need to figure out how to get Twitch chat into this. Okay. Unless this is what Data was saying I needed the other thing for, which is possible. What did he say that I needed? I'm also gonna need StreamerBot. Go to voice aliases. I feel like I probably ought to get him into the call, but this works too. It's kind of funny doing it over chat, you know. What do we got here? Do test speak.
This is a test message.
Whoa, crazy. So we choose a voice here. Do the test speak here.
This is a test message.
Yes. The easy way is through StreamerBot. Okay, I gotta figure out what StreamerBot is now. Let's help this a little bit. You're on Discord if I want. Okay. I wonder if you can do it without. You'd assume you can, but. Let me take a look at the accounts page. See what that has. Not logged in. That's a Twitch account. StreamerBot website, Streamlabs, Stream Elements. I'm going to log in on Twitch. And looks like it would give me what I want. As a whole load of permissions that I shouldn't be giving it, but yeah, it's good enough. It'll be fine. I'm sure this probably isn't a virus. Right, so it says chat client connected. Maybe, I mean, that might work. I mean, the chat is connected. I don't know if it's actually doing anything with the chat, but you might have a voice now. It's possible. Okay. At voice aliases, I want to add a name and connect the voice. Name and it's called test. Test not in use. We don't. What don't we do? Test has 0 voices I can add. It has 1 voice now. Oh yeah, you don't have the voice. I see what you mean now. I can let you guys see again. Hey, welcome back. So, this is now connected. And I mean, you guys, I'm facing. I can click on this. Like, you guys are connected on the chat client. That should be receiving chat. It's just how to get to actually speak. We have GTS speaking commands here. We just do exclamation mark say. It's saying here. Let's do that doesn't look like it's doing stuff. Press add. It's funny. All the ads are grayed out. I'm assuming that was under voice alias. I got the test, I've given it a voice under Microsoft Hazel. And it says not in use. Don't know why it says that. Oof. It's got a lot of audio options. Okay, Mr. Dayton, how do I use your software then? What now? Everything looks like it should be good. Go to StreamerBot. I do not currently have StreamerBot, but I mean, it looks like I'd be able to use it without, but maybe I have to use your setup if we're doing it your way. Let's have a look. It has detected us. Do voice alias? I give you guys individual voices. Like, I'm assuming that's fine, but it might not be. But it probably is. Let's not look too closely. I have voice alias is set now. I'm assuming I can just like set that to a default. We'll see. We will see. Events. Don't have any of those. Custom commands. Don't have those. Channel rewards. I mean, if it outputs, it might only be like you guys hearing it. Do more tests. I'm not hearing a whole lot of audio. I noted my audio way up just in case. I'm not hearing a whole lot of TTS going on here. The TTS commands are exclamation mark say or exclamation mark that thing. Just gets too. I like to keep things simple, but if you're doing it your way, I think we have to. Yeah, I can probably figure out how to do it without, but I can have a quick look on Google. Speaker bot streamer bot. Okay, fine. We'll get the thing you're recommending. Streamer bot. Streamer.bot. Downloads. Get started. This isn't a download page. Why does this have an entire page here? This doesn't look like a download. Where's download? Do version 2.3. Okay, I got it. Streamer bot is downloaded. I see, I see you. Right. Extract all of these to desktop, new folder. Oh. Rename streamer bot. You need ads? We need audio ads. That is de-zipped. I got the music back on. We have music. To my headphones way up. Alright, let's have a look at your streamer bot then. Streamer.bot application. I feel like my voice is still rough, which I thought might not happen if I'm waking up like later, but maybe I'm just like so used to having my voice rough on morning streams. I'm adapting to it, you know, and like I'm so used to it being rough, and I can't do it not being rough. That'd be kind of funny. Streamer bot. Is this safe to show? It's probably safe to show. But stream apps, platforms, integrations, MIDI, voice control, hotkeys. There's a lot going on about it. I usually like to keep things simple, but I guess we're putting in some big stuff and seeing if that works. No more morning voice? I mean, it's still morning. I was expecting to not have the morning voice, but I do definitely still feel that my throat is a little bit ass at the moment. Okay. Excellent. I'm gonna let you guys see this. So we have a stream bot, and we have a speaker bot. This is a speaker bot, which doesn't do anything on its own apparently. We have this one, which is actions. Actions add file. I'm assuming you mean an action. Yeah. I need to move this stuff over just a little bit so I can see chat. So add file, add sub action, trigger Twitch chat. Is this? Nah. I want one here, but I think we have to add it here. Quick test. Do I need a group? No. Always fun? Yeah, why not? And sub actions. Add trigger Twitch chat. Twitch chat. No, you meant trigger. Twitch. I got a hair in my mouth. Yeah. Gross. Okay, I got it. Chat message. And sub action, we are going to do speaker bot. We're going to speak voice alias. That's a specific message. We want the actual UDP. UDP might be it. No. Dayton, what next? I'm gonna eat some toast. I got honey on it. I love honey. Now, yesterday I went to at the restaurant. There was sub-action speaker about UDP. And they had this thing called fucking honeycomb hot chocolate. Actually quite nice. Like, I don't know why, but honeycomb, for whatever reason, is like significantly more honey-like than honey itself. You know, like you put honey in something, and nothing happens. And but you get honeycomb, and you put it in, and like suddenly it changes the entire flavor. You know, like honeycomb is like so much more flavorful than just honey by itself. I don't know how they do it. Like the bees are hiding secrets from us, you know? I want more honeycomb. Like honey is great, but honeycomb has something going on about it, you know? The bees are hiding the true flavors from us. They're giving us the diluted stuff. Sub-action speak about UDP. This one's sub-action stream about UDP. I like this song. Yeah. Only way to not eat honey is honeycomb. Honeycomb, it just has so much more flavor in it, you know? Like, I love honey. I drink honey from the jar, but honeycomb just has something going on. Okay, so once we have UDP type, we do the username. Oh, that's not how you do a user. User said, message. A message, and whatever you named it, voice by voice analysis. I'm pretty sure I named it test. I'll put it to a bad word filter. I don't think I actually like have one set up, but it might be fun.
%user %said
Yeah.
%message %.
We love it. And then there's also like I don't know if it, like my honeycomb hot chocolate had the honeycomb like completely melted in the hot chocolate, but like honeycomb, that sounds like that would be really nice. I want honeycomb gum. Like imagine honeycomb, but like you eat it. Sounds great. I want that. Did I call it test or is it like the lowercase test? I don't know if it's like case sensitive. This is test. Okay. Okay. That might be good. Is my Twitch account connected? It's connected to the speaker bot, but not streamer bot, which I assume I would need. Server client settings, integrations. There'd be one of those. Let me hide this. Integrations, Streamlabs. No, got a whole list of stuff. Twitch integrated throwing system. That is a local host. Platforms. Yeah, platforms. I see platforms. Twitch. Accounts. It does also want a bot account, but maybe that's not necessary. I know some gears. Is it like the only be for if it's typing in chat, which it's not going to be. It's going to be speaking. So log in to my Twitch. Authorize. Logged in. I am now logged in. Connecting the chat. Chat is connected. So that might be everything, assuming it doesn't need the bot account for the voice, which I'm pretty sure it wouldn't. And it's
Dr. Daytonft said it isn't.
Yeah, we got this. We got a voice now. Hello, chat. You have GTS back. You have a singular voice, but I'm sure that'd be great. I see no issues with this.
DNet_K said finally.
DNet. That's funny.
Dr. Daytonft said you're.
Yeehaw. Takes time. I didn't even take a bite out of my toast before. I was planning on like eating half of bread, but nah.
DNet_K said Dane great.
Dane. Dane.
Dr. Daytonft said hello Ed.
Hello. It's a little bit loud. I'm actually going to turn it down a little bit.
Helter_is said where is the giantess maid, Ed?
Wow. I see you, Helter. You can't hide from me. I need to.
DNet_K said hello Helter.
Hey-o. Put this down to like 50%, maybe. It's very loud before, at least for me. And if it's loud for me, then it's loud for you too, I would assume.
Helter_is said hello DNet and Dayton Razor 1 hi.
Hey-o.
Dr. Daytonft said hi Helter. DNet_K said Helter I finally watched the stream with the giantess maid.
You people. I explained a singular fetish to Tree because he doesn't understand it.
Helter_is said LOL really Razor 1 wheeze.
I know you guys aren't shutting up about it. It's not even my thing. I mean, the mage is like absolutely my thing, but the giantess, nah.
Helter_is said now you know the truth about Ed.
These people.
DNet_K said yes also fell asleep on the stream VOD Razor 1 feels bad man. DNet_K said true.
You guys can do this too. I'm gonna eat some toast. You got this. I'm sure you're professionals. We love toast. Now I'm trying to like honeycomb gum stuff. That does actually sound really nice.
Helter_is said, does the toast have beans?
No, this is just honey on this toast. This is my breakfast. This is my first, like, not after morning stream breakfast in like a week or two now. Like, for as long as I've been running the morning stream, I've either not eaten breakfast or I've eaten it at like just before lunchtime, pretty much. So this is like.
Dnet_K said, I wish I would like honey, it looks so good.
Janet doesn't like honey. Wait.
Dr. Daytonvd said beans and honey.
So you like honeycomb, but not honey itself, is what you're saying, Janet. Nah. I'm actually gonna be like, I'm gonna have eaten for morning stream. I might actually be awake this time. And this is a bit of a crazy moment here, guys.
Dnet_K said, yes, I managed to eat honey with honeycomb.
He got some weird opinions on honey. Like,
Dnet_K said, but honey on its own I can't.
why? It's the exact same like flavor. It's just like honeycomb is like more powerful. I guess it has a different texture. But like you're talking to a guy who like drinks honey straight from the jar. Like Tesco's has like the Stockwell brand, which is like one of their budget ones.
Dnet_K said, I eat honeycomb for the texture.
You eat honeycomb for texture? And texture is pretty good. But like
Dnet_K said, more like chew, but yeah.
yeah. Okay. Like one of the guys that made Tesco had like Stockwell as his last name. So Tesco has like a budget brand called Stockwell, and they sell like
Dnet_K said, it's too sweet.
really cheap stuff. Like it was like a jar of honey for like 30 something pence, I think. Maybe 50, but I'm pretty sure it was 30. It's like really cheap. So I buy like entire jars of this stuff. And it's probably like the artificial stuff, like not actually made by bees, because it was like most honey is like a couple quid for a jar. And this was like 30 pence. So I don't know like what kind of like bee slavery they have going on. Like either they have like the cheapest bees you've ever seen, or they're not using real honey. But either way,
said, a nice butter honey mix is rather good for toast.
it tasted great. I don't have any butter on this one. I should have. Like butter is pretty good. Like you get like bored of butter after a while. Like I'm one of the people that were like eat nothing but like buttered toast for like a week and then like not eat again for like half a year. Like yeah, but butter has some good applications. But I can see the appeal. Not putting it with honey. I hope you're enjoying this mukbang.
Helter_is said, it isn't bee slavery, we give them protection for a portion of their products.
We do, but like this honey was genuinely like probably like a fifth of the price of the next cheapest honey. It is like ridiculously cheap. Like they have to have been doing something to get it that cheap. That was like that's not normal, you know. Right, let me see if I can get it up on the Tesco's website. Right, Tesco Stockwell honey. Alright, this is the one I used to get. Let's get the desktop on. Right, this is what I used to get. It's apparently 75p, so I did get that wrong. But it's 22p per 100 grams. Like, let's like get the next cheapest honey we see. Or it's not recommending more honey to us. I'd probably love to do like incognito tab or something, but you know, we'll figure it out. We'll just look up honey. Come on. There we go. So the next cheapest one is another Tesco one. That's 32 pence, so 50% increase in price. But it's by the same people that made the first one, so you know. Next cheapest one is like double the price. I mean, it's not quite double, but like you're getting there. This is 38 pence per 100 grams, and then the next cheapest beyond that I think is non-Tesco, which is 2.5 times the price at 56 pence per 100 grams. I mean, most things are like, I mean, the cheap side is like around there, and then you get like the fancy like upper class stuff, which is like 8 quid per 100 grams. This one's like 3.5 quid, right? And this is like by far the cheapest honey. I don't know how they got it that cheap. And then like most regular honeys beyond that are like between like 50 pence per 100 grams to like 150-ish. Like this is 120, this is 112, this is 0.98, 84, this is another Tesco one, so I don't really count. This is 88 for 100 grams. Like, you know, it's like, you know, guys. Like, it is by far the cheapest, and I have no idea how. Like, 22 pence, with most things between, like, what did I say, like, 80 to £1.50, 80 pence to £1.50, something like that. And so it is genuinely like a fifth of the price per honey. So
Dnet_K says the cheapest honey I have is €2.49.
That's pretty expensive. Is that like per 100 grams? Or is that like for a whole jar? I imagine that's for a whole jar. But I need it like per gram so I can actually compare it. Like, when I went to Canada, they had like whole big like tubs of this stuff. And you can buy it by the kilogram, but here you can only buy like a jar at a time. Like, if that's like per like 100 grams, yeah, it's like real expensive. But like, if it's if it's like for a single jar, it's expensive. If it's for like, oh yeah, what are the price of these?
Dnet_K said 340g.
340 grams. Yeah, this is the Tesco one, which is 340 grams. And use this as reference. So mine is like a little over 1 quid. With the non cheap stuff being 3 quid. What are the? I need to do an incognito tab. That's new private window.
Dnet_K said so cheap.
Let me check this. That still has a whole lot of stuff I should not be showing. Okay, that's that doesn't actually help us. Like, let me look at the conversion ratios.
Helter_Scories said on Amazon you get 36 kilograms for only $15.
36 what? Hold on, let me look this up. Hey, Helter. That's a lot of honey. That's a ridiculous amount. I could legitimately buy that honey, repackage it into jars, and like sell that for like a decent profit, you know? And it's like kind of scummy. Like, I'd still be cheaper than like doing it.
DNet_K said
With,
the one I get is €3.19 for 500G.
€3.19. €3 to Great British Great British pounds. That's like 253 Great British. That's for like 500 grams per. Oh, that's concerning. That's very concerning. Just told me the camera was on. But it should be fine. For 500 grams, so divided by 5 for 100, that's 50 pence per 100 gram.
Helter_Scories said oops, I put in pounds and not ounces.
I don't know pounds and ounces. But yeah, tonight that is like about the same as my cheap stuff. Like 50 pence ish per 100 grams. The one I get is still like less than half of that. But the non like whatever Stockwell are doing ones are about that much.
Helter_Scories
like
said it's like 2,000 grams for $15.
2,000 grams? $15? That's 2,000 grams. That's not as great. Let's get calculator up. So what was I saying? I got Stockwell at 22 per 100. So do like 0.22 times by 20 to turn 100 grams into 200 grams. That's £4.40 for
Helter_Scories said which is like 50 pence per 100 grams.
50 pence per 100 grams. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's not as good as it originally sounded. But yeah, like if that was in pounds and not ounces, that would have been insane. I just didn't studio made. Whoops. I mean, that would have been incredible. Like, I remember the honey in Canada was like surprisingly cheap. I could become like a honey band. I could like go buy Canadian honey and like smuggle it overseas to resell it in Britain. That'd be kind of funny. Or I could like actually make honey. I made my other toast now. Oh, 2 toasts. I'm on the second one. I've eaten an entire toast. And now on toast number 2. I don't know how much of it you can actually hear. And like, I check the bar here, see if it actually picks up at all. A couple flickers here and there. I think the filtering is helping it. Do you have like a raw mic I can put on? See how that sounds. Just so we can get the disgusting chewing sound. I'm sure you're all gonna love that. Okay. This is quiet. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Okay. Can you hear this? Maybe. It's definitely not like a mukbang, but like, it's kind of funny. I do like an actual eating stream sometime. Like, I ate quite a bit of food. I mean, we did a bean stream. Like, I've been getting a lot of requests for bean stream number 2, Electric Boogaloo, which I can do.
DNet_K said personally I use maple syrup sometimes instead of honey.
Maple syrup is expensive. Like, I took a maple syrup over here. Do maple syrup. Yeah,
DNet_K said it is sadly.
It's like ridiculously expensive for like what it is. There's £2 per 100 grams. That's like 8 times the price of the honey. I got like this one. Then someone got 0-calorie maple syrup. I'm pretty sure this stuff is like pretty much entirely just sugar. So I'm really not sure how they've done that. And you got this one. You got Hilltop maple flavored syrup. So not actual maple syrup. Well, it could be okay. I'm pretty sure this is like literally just sugar. Have a look at this. Nutritional. This has 72 grams of sugar per 100 grams.
DNet_K said as long it tastes good.
3/4 of this is just pure sugar. Like literally pure sugar. Like the whole thing, like per 100 grams, 73 grams is sugar. Like that's literally 72% sugar. But yeah, ingredients: sugar syrup and maple syrup. Like 73% is inverted sugar syrup or whatever it is, and then 27% like actual maple syrup. That's the you have 73 grams, so that's 72%, and the remaining 27% is just the actual syrup. Like, nah. I think I have had similar stuff to this before. It actually doesn't taste that bad. I can still mock it, you know? Not gonna be as good as like actual syrup. Oh, yes. 2 years. Doing good. I'm assuming trees still not appearing anywhere. I'll actually check my Discord. If I'm like single monitor streaming, which I have been since I got TTS, and I intentionally closed Discord so I can't like tap into it by accident. Let's close my desktop. Wherever it is, there it is. We'll check Discord. I have a message from Mr. Dayton. He's learning Japanese apparently. He's streaming, learning Japanese to become a better streamer. And I missed a call from him about 40 minutes ago. Oops. I'm sure it'll be fine. But I'm getting out of toast. I wonder if it was streaming my stream, or if it's like only just started.
Helter_is said okay, I'm going back to bed. Good luck on the stream, Ed.
Thank you, Helter. Super. I don't know what I'm actually doing. Like,
DNet_K said good night, Helter.
Tree is somehow overslept despite being 3 hours later than normal. I'm not sure how. But yeah, I got no plans. I'm probably just doing Jump King, but yeah. Night, Helter. Thanks for coming by. Alright. I'm out of toast. Nom nom nom. Okay. Do you have any requests for what to do? Or am I just doing jumping? We could do like Boom World. And I'm actually like, I'm awake for once. I'm tempted to not do Jump King, even though I'm solo in the morning. Like, I could I do Rimworld. I start doing a Rimworld setup. That'd be kind of fun. Like, I was doing Ice Sheet base before, which is actually very slow and not very interesting. Like, it was the longest base I've ever had. I think I went for like, I think it was 13 in-game years. It was I was using a bunch of like oil rigging mods. I was doing like Deep Chem and Vanilla Chem Fuel Expanded and There was another like oil rigging one I had. But I was doing it like I was like sort of role playing as an oil baron, sending people like to this uh to ice sheet to go mine oil for me, get chem fuel. I had great fun with it, but it is like incredibly slow because like the thing about the ice sheet is barely any animals show up. There's no actual ground, it's all just ice. So you can't even like grow anything or do anything. You don't have any trees or anything like that. Now the only like resources on the map are things that fall from the sky, which is pretty rare. Yeah, like cargo pods, or you get like ship chunks falling. Both of which are like semi-rare, like not enough to actually like keep a supply going. So
DNet_K said no trees just like in this
true, no
stream.
trees. I mean, we could actually do.
DNet_K
I
said
had
not like
set up
this.
an ice sheet one, and it's probably gonna immediately fail. Like, I was like naming my previous teams alphabetically. And they all died within the first couple of days, up until Chem Fuel Team J, which lasted 13 years. Although that wasn't my old mod settings. Like, one of the ones I'm playing with is Dub's Bad Hygiene, which means you do actually have to like deal with sewage and water supply and stuff like that, which is pretty good. But for some reason, like one of the things you can do in Does Bad Hygiene is you can refine sewage into biofuel, which is usually not something you'd ever really consider doing unless you just have spare manpower and you want to do like something with it. But I ended up running my entire like starter base off of sewage, and it worked. Like, it worked like really well. I ended up like actually doing the like energy equations of sewage, and the default settings for the sewage output in the game, even without the like inefficiencies from a generator, is like 20 times more energy output than you have in actual sewage, you know? And then like most how efficient are generators at those as well? Generator efficiency. Do like average. Oh, the large one's like 99%, but like let's do like a home generator. Average home generator efficiency. 50 to 75% is typical. This is like strapped together on like a rim planet, so let's assume 50%. That would then mean that the chemical output of your colonist sewage is like 40% more energy dense than it should actually be. Like, I know it's like kind of weird that I ran the energy equations of sewage. Like, I genuinely like ran my entire starter base off of sewage output. So it would be interesting. I've since turned it down to the minimum setting, which is actually only a quarter of what it was before, so 25%. Because for some reason this mod settings are only like 100%, 75%, 50%, or 25%. It might be to do with the actual like output and the numbers. Because like, yeah, you kind of go to like the toilet and then it like fills up the sewage meter a little bit. It might be that it only like fills up like 1, 2, 3, or 4, and it's like by default 4. So it might be from that, but That's still like 10% more energy dense, no, 10 times more energy dense than sewage should be. So, because I've changed that setting, I now can't do the same ice sheet setup that I did before. So, if I sent out another team now under the new mod settings, they would almost certainly die within like the first week. I do know a lot more about ice sheet living than I used to. Like, my previous base was actually like going really good, but because I was working with oil rigging or deep chem rigging, whatever you want to call it, and I had limited resources, I basically put a bunch of like chem fuel silos just in the middle of my base. And one thing you get in
DNet_K said send them to their death.
Send them to the death, true. Like one of the things you just randomly get in real mode is a electrical failure, which causes a random fire wherever it happens. And I may have had a couple bottles of chem fuel lying around on my floor, on top of an electrical wire, right next to my chem fuel silo full of like 10,000 chem fuel, something like that. And it may have, I may have had an electrical fault there, which set that chem fuel on fire. And that chem fuel explosion may or may not have leveled my entire base. But up until that happened, everything was going great, you know?
DNet_K said only maybe.
Yeah. You know how we do things. Like, when like the CEOs of Chem Fuel Corp are writing their reports on this, they're just gonna say like, maybe it happened. It wasn't really awful, but maybe it happened. Okay. Now I'm gonna get a an ice sheet map up, remote up then. Where's my desktop on? Yeah, desktop. If I recall correctly, remote has also updated since I last played. Like when my oh no, look at this. Check this out. I just tried to open Steam, and this is what I got instead. Ah. That's not supposed to happen. I'll fix that. I can fix it. Oh, restart Steam. So
DNet_K said error SMH.
Yeah, they're trying to prevent me from throwing more humans at the oil rigging. But if I recall correctly, Rimworld has updated since I last played because my ice sheet base blew up and I took a break then because it'd been going for like a decent while. But it does mean like half my mods are going to be broken. I think I did get around to fixing them. I like removed all the ones that didn't update properly, which is basically the same thing. So I might have to spend like 15 minutes troubleshooting before I can actually get it running, but maybe it'll work. I have a special offer apparently. I got Tacticon? I don't know. We're not playing that. We're playing Rimworld. I'm also getting this from my brother's library apparently, so we might get kicked off at some point. But you know, sacrifices must be made. I don't know if anyone actually watches Rimworld. I'm probably going to like change the category over. Like sometimes Morning Show gets like a single viewer, sometimes it gets like 5. It's kind of hit and miss. Rimworld is called a mature rated video game that may not be suitable for some audiences. I'm sure that's probably
DNet_K said true.
True. Remote's still launching, it might take a minute.
DNet_K said, but I'm always here, flex triceps.
DNet, best chatter. Although we have lost Cast Dragon with the time change. He's gonna be in bed by now. I mean, he usually only be around for like 45 minutes or so. Like, still. Sad to see him go, but I needed my sleep, you know?
DNet_K said sadly.
And we should still see him in the afternoon show. But, you know. And we want to do this for a while. We should hopefully get a couple of people in. Let's get Window to look at.
DNet_K said he will be missed.
He will be missed. Rimworld Window. Yes, yeah, there we go. Rimworld. We love Rimworld. So this has been updated and not touched by me for like probably like half a year at this point, to be honest. But it's a good game, and to get like, we're gonna do like a gentle start. We'll do an ice sheet which is doomed to fail, but you know, maybe they'll make it. In like a long-term playthrough, like because the last ice sheet one went for 13 years or 13 in-game years.
DNet_K said trust.
It might not work so good. So if this team somehow survives the opening, then I mean, I could stream me just like sitting around on Rimworld. I could do it like as a just chatting one. Like, oh, my laptop just finished charging. Because like, you get like long pauses in the ice sheet where just literally nothing happens because it's just an empty wasteland. Like, there's no wildlife, there's no plants. It's too cold for anything to actually like happen outdoors. You'll occasionally get like an animal migration or cargo pods falling or ship trunks falling from the sky, but like, you know, it's Ice Sheet is probably the least eventful area once you get past the opening, which will still take a while. This is taking a while to load. This is longer than it usually takes. I do have like quite a few mods. I should probably disable like half of them. We're gonna have a look at what I actually have, because I don't really remember at this point. We'll take a look though. This is like a long time. I can like change the power mode. Like, I'm not sure my fans are definitely on. My laptop does have heat, but it's we're not as hot as we could be yet. Like, everything is behaving itself. Yeah, 2,500 RPM on the CPU, 3,000 on the GPU. Will do balance mode. Come on, Rimworld, you got this. The little hamster and the little hamster wheel is like running full speed right now. He'll make it eventually. Yeah. In case you can't tell, I play with a couple of mods. It takes a minute to load up. It might also just be because it's like still getting used to the new updates. Yeah, like, it did update like half a year ago, and like all the mods have probably updated at this point, so it's probably having to like reload all the different mod settings that are here now. Okay, let's have a look at this. We have a debug log. We have got it had the same mod multiple times. That's not supposed to happen. Life support is now invalid format. There's another duplicate. Hoax Library did successfully load up. That's actually a good sign. I have no idea what Gargarin is. Start cool. What? I've never heard of that before. That might be part of Huxley. There's a broken sound file somewhere. It's missing a reference from some research. Current and high-mech tech are two completely different setups. So those aren't related errors, those are two independent errors. We're getting warnings on how long this took. True. Got a whole list of like red text here. That's a bad sign. And this is fine. Okay. Well, this is like bad, but it's not like bad. This is like manageable. That's fine. Let's check the mod list. What do I have? We've got 2 broken mods. I'm pretty sure this one does actually work, it just isn't labeled. Setting up camp is something that like breaks every update, but it shouldn't affect starting stuff. What else do we have? We have alien races. We got the Dragonian race, which is kind of cool. Got vehicles. These guys like are a little bit too powerful.
DNet_K said I never saw this game, I just noticed.
You never saw this game? It's a decent game. It's colony build. It's a little bit slow. Not a lot happens, but it's a storytelling game. It's like if you're telling a story, it is incredible. If you're just like clicking through it, it might be unstimulating for some people. Character editor, that is nice. Kurn, that's another race similar to Dragonian. We've got some appearance changes. We can do organ harvesting and engineering. Vanilla Expanded, this is for just any Vanilla Expanded mod. It's like a... Vanilla Expanded is like a brand name for this certain genre mod.
DNet_K said wild.
Wow, true. This is oil rigging, which we love. This is cars, which we love. This is sewage and hygiene, all that. This is oil rigging. This is economy. This like allows like other factions to declare war on each other and like take over each other's bases. That is actually like, surprisingly cool. This is medical treatment just wherever you are. This is carrying more guns. This is camera stuff. This is appearance. And this is performance. I mean, like, these two do say that they're broken, but honestly, I think they're going to work fine regardless. I'm going to make a new colony. We'll do Crash Landed. Randy Random. Let's do Blundust. Reload anytime. Rabbit. These are all of the factions. I might turn the power mode back down. Like, fans have just started up. Alright, let's generate this. I'm pretty sure this will run on power saving mode just fine. But, you know, I can switch it back if it's needed. The ice sheet isn't really that resource intensive on the laptop. Everything is simulated, but it's like there's nothing to simulate on the ice sheet. It's generally just empty. I do also realize I forgot to check what team this is, but I think we can choose that later. Let's choose the map. A couple of different options. One was like a big ice space in the middle. I want a little bit of water to be close, because with Stubbs' bad hygiene, you have to actually go to water to wash yourself. Like this one could work.
DNet_K said best Miku song.
Best Miku. Yeah, it's not quite Miku singing this one, but it's fairly close. So like the temperature on the sea ice is -62 Celsius to -6. Water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius and balls at 100. We know how Celsius works. This map's probably better for us. Like, like this is like very, very cold. Like people will die at this temperature. This is danger low. Do we want anything else done? That'd be fine. Alright, now we have to choose up people. Because this is ice sheet, you do actually kind of have to have some stuff. So, we're gonna edit them just for like to make sure we can actually play properly. We'll do some randomization. I should put it to like randomize only the race. And we can also like do we can like put a chat into like the mode if we want. That might take a while. I could just like chuck some randoms in. These guys are probably gonna die anyway. Like, I usually end up cannibalizing at least one of the starting colonists because you really don't have much food. It's like once you get the base set up, like you don't really need the manpower for everything, but having people around does cost food, which isn't particularly sustainable in the ice sheet.
DNet_K said not like this.
maybe we won't cannibalize just yet.
DNet_K said imagine dying.
Okay, so we need random point of same race, true. When it says same race, it classes like all humans as one race. Because I have mods which have other races in, we can like have Dragonian or Kurn in here. I did used to have more, like I had all the FGO races in, but Dragonian and Kurn are the only ones which have survived previous updates. I haven't gotten any new ones in a while. What do we want? We can do like one like we'll do a construction person to give them some passion and skill. There'll be plenty for everything we need. I mean, I think 12 might be the cutoff for some stuff, but that'd be like, that's enough, you know? We'll put some other stuff down to compensate. Abrasive and neurotic are both terrible. I can remove them? Maybe? No. I do also have some old colonists I can load up. We're gonna have a look at them. There's an option for this somewhere. This is load. Do I remember any of these people? I remember Bean being decent. Bean's like an old one. Yeah. She's medical and science. That's decent. We'll have her. I'm like thinking myself as like an evil corpse. I'm thinking like fucking genetic engineering. I'm like hand waving this as a corporation needs certain things, and we have no standards. Who else do we have? I don't remember any of these people. I think Pedicat was actually a robot, but I think that mod got deleted. Put those in manually. We got a constructor. And we can literally just do construction. That's all we really need on them. I need like one person for plants and cooking. I guess we'll do animals too. The chef is a pacifist, which isn't any good. We can get construction to double up as combat. Why not? Why not? I'm feeling a little bit greedy, and I'll put other skills down to compensate. So she's gonna build the base, and then when people come to try and kill us, she is the expendable one, which is probably gonna die quite soon. I really shouldn't have the chef as a pacifist, because pacifists can't kill other, well, they can kill other people, but they're not very good at it. So if I have to cannibalize the crew, I'm wondering it's going to be the chef that gets eaten, which is kind of funny. Like, she has to cook food, otherwise she's gonna die. We'll do a little bit of that. Why not? Both of these are terrible for, like, there's certain things you need for the for
DNet_K said damn.
Damn? Okay. Like the very first thing you need is warmth. If you don't immediately get warmth, you will just die from frostbite within the first couple minutes. It's really quick. Once you have warmth, you need like power to go with the warmth to actually keep that online. You can do like a campfire, but that's like a really bad idea. Because again, there's no trees out here. So if you make a campfire, then you got like an in-game week's worth of fuel for that thing, and then just nothing else. Like, it's not great. What else do we want for this? I'll just like stick on the sanguine. I think that's like everyone we need. Did I do this one? Got Night Owl or Slowpoke. Night Owl is actually. Actually, if they're seeming together, that's a bad one. But for whatever reason, I can't actually remove the. Oh wait, no, I can. I'm just gonna put it with no traits at all because I'm feeling lazy. Ice Sheet. I should have saved that team. Oh well. But like, first thing you need is power and warmth. You can't get good power. No, you can't get good warmth without power. So they kind of have to go hand in hand. So you need to build a big room, get power, and you get heat. And then the next thing you need is food, because you can only cannibalize for so long. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. So this is going to be these people's home from next. Well, until they die, pretty much. They do get some wild animals to start. This is probably the most wild animals we're going to see in a long time. Got 3 rabbits out. Got some more package survival meals we can get too. So, and once you have food from hydroponics, which is very, very resource intensive, then you gotta get sanity. Ooh. So the random pet we started with is a warg, which is that thing only eats meat and a lot of it. It's very good at combat. It's like a good early stage combat animal. Like, there are like a lot of other things stronger than it. Like, you can get elephants and thrombos and megasofts, but like this is like you still need to give it a lot of food. But like, we're probably gonna butcher that, which is gonna make Anna very sad because they are bonded. But we're just gonna kill that thing and eat it. And if she has a mental breakdown, we're gonna cannibalize her. You know, like, we're off to a great start already. Okay, so these resources are gonna be the only ones we're gonna have for a long time, and we're gonna make them count.
DNet_K said what a game.
What a game! True. There's usually more going on than this. This is as empty as the map can be. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to build the walls out of money. Like, silver is the currency of the game. And, usually it's spending it on traders and such, but, like, the steel we need for hydroponics, the components we need for hydroponics, the wood is actually expendable. It's like very hard to come by, but we only actually need it for a couple of things. Like, we need it for the research table. Without that, we can't actually get hydroponics or a bunch of later stuff. Nutrient paste is also a good one I nearly forgot about. And there's a couple things which also need wood for some reason. So most of the wood is expendable. We still need some. So what I like to do is I like to build my area in the shape of the sunlight area, sun lamp. In order to grow food indoors, you need a sun lamp for the light, which is very power intensive, and you need a ground for it to grow on. We don't have any ground, so we have to make hydroponics instead, which I think they're like 150 still each, and 3 components. We currently have 450 there. There should be some more around. You can deconstruct the ship chunks. Maybe it's in like 75 actually. There's more steel here. Meals here. Steel here. Like, if you're using your food efficiently, it is, you need 2 hydroponics per colonist. I actually need to check how much they cost to build. Remote hydroponics cost. Let's just look at the wiki. Hydroponics wiki. Hydroponics basin. It takes 100 steel to make. So we have around 800 at the moment, meaning we can make 8 hydroponics with everything we have. So that's enough to sustain 4 people, and we also need that steel to make the entire power supply. We need it for the heating. What else do we need? We need other stuff too. I think we need it for the cooking, but I'm going to use a nutrient paste dispenser, which is 125. So that already takes us down to like 4 or 5 hydroponics if everything is built correctly, which it probably won't be, to be honest. Like, they can fail whilst building and waste half of the resources. That's going to cost us. Anyway, let's start building. Gonna do like there-ish. That is that's that. Is that right? That's not right. I got that wrong. I also don't have the mouse at the moment, so it's or this is on the trackpad. Are we doing that? No. No. Maybe that. I used to know this pattern. What was it? It's this. Okay. But this is like a good setup for thermals, and I can like very easily repurpose this for the actual hydroponics room later. I can literally just like cut off an extra little room here, put the bedrooms into that, whatever I want. And I can fill like every slot in here with hydroponics. Like, with hydroponics and sun lamps, you can get every space filled apart from 4, and I should probably have those for heaters anyway, because it's going to get very cold. And plants need warmth for some reason. Can't imagine why. Got a door like here. I'll cancel that. Anna's a song. So Anna is going to be constructing. She's a head constructor. Handling. Bean can go and kill the warg because we don't need it. Research we can't do yet. Hunting we can. I'm going to set the wildlife to be hunted, all of it. Put McNeil on hauling, so she'll deliver all the stuff we need. And power is wind turbines. Do there. We need this one, which we can put like there-ish if we want, or like over here. If I stick it here, I think that does actually count as being a good setup. Except the Newsham Pace dispenser counts as a wall. But I'm trying to remember like where the actual cutoff for that is. But I think this should be fine if I do it there. Do that and hoppers into it. That should work. I think it would have a job. Okay. And we also need the butcher spot. Do that here. You can hear Bean hunting. You can also like get mods which lets Twitch chat take over certain characters in the game. They can control animals, or I mean, it's only like you put text in and it comes up as a character. That could be fun to try. It's only done that here at the minute. I'm pretty sure it's only done that. I can check. I got 2 viewers. There's someone else in there.
DNet_K said chaos.
Oh,
DNet_K said Apollo 372 chaos.
Apollo 372 chaos. Like, so we can actually put Twitch chat into the game, just like with a native mod. So last team was called Kenfield Team K. So J was the big one. This one. They lasted like 13 in-game years. Most don't even make it to the first year in the ice sheet. And again, I made the mod settings more difficult to be closer to realistic. We should also see a little bit of hypothermia starting. That is where the frostbite is going to kick in. This person also has scars. I didn't check the scars. Oh, that's actually quite bad. Oops. I should have checked that. We got bad workers in the corp. They have also run out of silver to build the walls out of, so the rest is going to be wood. And that should leave enough for everything else we need. Should. It might not, but it should. And 5 across there. 5 across there. That's 15 walls, which is 75 wood, which is absolutely fine. And we also need some heaters. Temperature. What is that? This person should be able to build literally everything here. We don't have the components allowed yet. Like, you have to allow every item in the starting setup. It's by default all forbidden. So I have to actually like tell them to use components. Okay, that's power setup. We don't have any batteries yet, which we are going to need if we want to survive. But we do have power now. We have almost got temperature. We need door. Door. I can put the door there with no like negative effects. But I could have like put a couple things a little bit further out. But I think the door is better there. But there is now an enclosed space with a singular heater. We need 2 for actual warmth. Well, that's like enough for a start. This counts as indoors. Like, even though there's like a gap here, because every tile of the nutrient paste dispenser counts as a solid wall that is actually fine, and there's not actually a gap there from the game's perspective. So inside is now nice and toasty. Yeah, power, they are all sleeping outside for some reason. I also have no idea whether the audio is actually copyrighted or not. I'm fairly certain it isn't, but we might still get hit on the board. Also, I missed a couple of VODs. I remembered yesterday evening, like, they usually have the upload stuff on Sunday, and then because I was doing stuff for my family all of yesterday, and like I didn't do it yesterday or the day before, so I got home and I was like, I probably should have done that at some point. So
DNet_K said I noticed.
yeah, so we lost a couple of words from that, but I'm sure it's not too bad. I'm pretty sure DNet is literally the only one that's actually seen them.
DNet_K said I watched the other half on Twitch.
The other half on Twitch. Okay. Yeah, the ones that
DNet_K said the ones I found.
Yeah, so the ones that were on Twitch should now be on YouTube. But a couple definitely got lost. Research. We need to research. So research. This is the research tree. This has all the different things we need, all the way from brewing beer to going to space. Now, the end game of this game is to go to space. We can do that. I'm kind of here to just like do oil rigging, but we do not have research table, so I need to remember how to actually do this. We probably want batteries first. Like, you need hydroponics to make food, but if the power shuts off to hydroponics, then all the plants inside them die. And considering we've only got like an unstable power grid, batteries are more important. I get hydroponics after. Yeah, at the moment we don't actually have a food supply. We start out with some food to keep us going, but it's like not much. Pretty bad actually. This is like a good amount of food, but like we don't have any food production. We're in the ice sheet, so occasionally an animal might wander in, like this one. But like that's already like more wildlife than you usually get. It's a singular rabbit. Oh yeah, the rabbits like at my parents' place have stopped showing up. Like, I'm not sure if I told Ned about it, but like before I came back to my parents, for like a month or so, like every couple of days they would have just rabbits in the garden, and so they started putting out cages to catch them. And like every like couple of days there'd be a new rabbit in there. And so my parents would take it down the lane and release it. I'm fairly certain they're probably just coming straight back. They did want to catch an adult one, and then they released that like a couple times over.
Dr. Dayton said hi Ed.
Hello. So they released the adult rabbits like a ways off, but the baby one still kept showing up. And I was always saying like, you should just like eat it, you know? Like
DNet_K said where I am are free rabbits.
Where you are free rabbits? Like it's
DNet_K said you can find them every now and then.
Yeah, but like, we used to have them just like showing up on the daily whilst I was out. And my plan was to start making food out of them. It's like a couple times now I've had the argument posed to me by vegetarians and vegans of if you're eating meat, you have to be okay with killing an animal to get that meat. And then, of course, not okay with that. And that's the whole argument behind the veganism. I'm looking at that and it's like, you know, they make a good point. If I'm eating animals, then I do need to be okay with an animal dying to actually get that meat. And it's like, no, I'm like, I really don't mind that, you know? Like, I wasn't like intending to like do anything before, but like now that the argument is like present, it's like, you know, it is fair. It's if I want meat and an animal has to die with it, then I have to be okay with that animal dying, which I kind of just am, to be honest. Like, it's really not an issue for me. So when rabbits were showing up, like in the garden, it was like, why don't I just make a stew out of them? And it's like, huh. My parents, of course, like have a lot of issues with that, apparently, because they are okay with animals dying for them to get the meat, but they're not okay with them being the ones that kill it. Which, you know, it kind of makes sense. But like, I was like getting all like ready to like turn a rabbit into a stew and just eat it. Like I was like looking at like ways to like do it humanely kind of thing. And like I was getting like all prepared with my rabbit knowledge. And then like a couple of days before I moved back, the neighbors sent us a photo of what looks like a big black cat pretty much running around the gardens. And then since then, all the rabbits have just stopped showing up. And so the theory we've got is that a wild cat has gone around eating all the rabbits before I could, which is very sad for my stream making opportunities. But I mean, I'm fairly certain like me eating them would be more humane than the wild cat eating them. But you know, it's I was like getting myself all hyped up for that, you know?
K said THR animal was faster than you.
Yeah, I got beaten to the rabbits. It's like I was ready for it, you know. I heard so much about these rabbits showing up every day, and I told my parents so many times, just like you've already got a rabbit in a cage, you might as well just eat it, you know. And they were like never down to do that, but I was. And so as soon as I show up, there's suddenly just no more rabbits around. Gonna get hydroponics. You know, it's maybe the rabbits are just hiding from me. I'm gonna move the bed so I can put batteries over here. And these beds aren't actually very good. Like, these are literally not beds. They're just sleeping on the floor. But, you know, it's like they're sleeping indoors rather than outside, which is why I've done that. Batteries. I need batteries. I do 2 to start, but the more batteries you have, the better, pretty much. Oh, except for the electrical fault. You get a ZT event, like ZZZT, and then all of your battery power gets released as a fire, and it's pretty bad actually. We have an extreme vagress. McNeil is very sad. They're so sad that they might try to kill someone, which, you know, we've all been there. But I think because I didn't bother doing the traits for her, is she's just not prepared for the ice sheet life. So I think we are going to take her out back and make use of the meat, shall we say. I'm gonna get Bean to do this. We could do Anna. I will take both of them. Why not? Like, she's not going to survive out here, and she's going to be a threat to the people, so we are just going to go ahead and...
Dr. Daytonft said fire bad.
Fire is pretty bad. I mean, I lost my my last base because I had a big pile of big chem fuel storage tank, and chem fuel is very much explosive. And I had a little bit of chem fuel just lying around on the floor, on top of an electrical wire, and I had an electrical failure on that wire, which then set fire to the chem fuel, which then exploded and set fire to the entire chem fuel storage tank, and that then blew up my entire base, killing everyone in the process. You dead now? It's taken a while to die. She crawled decently. This is a new thing added in the update since the last played. Colonists that are now like injured but still conscious. Like, if they're like in extreme pain, they can start crawling back to safety. Can't actually control them during it, but they'll like try to reach the nearest bed or hospital. And it's like try and get away from the enemies. So that's why she was doing that, but yeah, there's nowhere safe for her. Like these two are both like a lot better prepared for the ice sheet than she is. Like she's that's like the unexpected thing, which is extremely important.
Dr. Daytonft said pro engineer.
Pro engineer, true. Like the big thing that has surprised me the most about the ice sheet is how much their mood is important. Because we've got power set up, it's like vaguely stable. We'll probably do a third turbine and a couple more batteries, and then we can get a consistent sun lamp going for hydroponics. So that's power setup, that's heat setup, that's food started but not finished. We can cannibalize a little bit to make up for that until we get our hands on more steel. And that's like all the basics you need for survival. But our people are going to get very unhappy very soon. At the moment they have extremely low expectations, because we've gone to a terrible place, and it like gives us a little bit of extra to start. So they're not going to have mental breaks until that goes away. I think it lasts like a season or two. But then once that goes down, like, what else do they have? They have initial optimism. Again, that's going to go away very soon. Spacious interior, that one is actually good. Like, we have a big area here. But then everything else they have is making them sad. So we're gonna have 5 positive and just count all this out. That's like 5, 8, 12, 16, 21, 27, 34. So plus 5 minus 34 on the mood. Which
Eccentric Pluto said Rimworld W.
Yeah, we love Rimworld. So this is gonna take the mood like all the way down to 0, and then at that point got Extreme Breakress, which can be Murderous Rage, and they'll try to kill one as a colonist. It could be Slaughter, they'll kill the animals. It could be Tantrum, and they will destroy a specific object, which, considering I'm intending to fill the base with chem fuel, which is like very explosive and it will blow up if punched hard enough. That's a very easy way to have a base explode. It's like food and warmth and power aren't actually that hard. It takes a couple goes to get used to like what setup you need. Cause like, you can't do like the generators yet because you don't have the fuel for them. You don't have solar panels yet, but even if you did, it's the solar panels cap out at 1,000 watts output, whereas the wind turbines, I mean, they're currently making 2,000, but I think they go to like a little under 4,000. So wind turbines do make more overall power. Solar panels can be good because it goes at the same time you'd be using sun lamps, but it's like you kind of have to build like 2 or 3 solar panels to match the power output of a wind turbine. And I think solar panels might actually be more expensive than the wind turbines. They're either more expensive or the same resource cost, which you simply just can't do here. So solar panels just aren't an option, because it costs too much and makes too little, even though it's like a good option later on. I need the batteries, like, these are only like 50% efficient, so you think the intermittent power of the turbines wouldn't be very good for this, because you're losing half of your power, like, unless the sunlight is on, which I can actually turn on just to show you guys. Like, unless this is on, then it's... Oh, they also just took a shit in the snow. I'm gonna get a toilet somewhere. Toilet. Latrine. I do it out of wood. Do it out back over here. Like, if they stand next to this corpse, they're gonna get quite unhappy about it. But over here is fine. But yeah, you think the intermittent power of the wind turbines wouldn't be very good, because you have to deal with a 50% efficiency loss. But even with that power loss, like, you can't get consistent power until you have either chem fuel or renewable wood. Chem fuel is going to be easier. So generators aren't an option. You can't go for anything big like a ship reactor, or if you're modded like nucleons and that. So it has to be...
Dr. Daytonft said turbine go BR.
Turbine does go burr, so it has to be unstable power. And wind turbine is just the most powerful for the resource cost.
DNet_K said BR.
Okay. That's funny noise. So, like, wind turbines are actually, like, a very good option, even though they initially don't look very good. We need more turbines. We had Chem Fuel Team K before. Okay, Chem Fuel Team, JKL. Chem Fuel Team L. And this is... What are you calling the settlement? Chat, what do you want to call this specific section of the ice sheet? Like, the team is called Chem Fuel Team L, because I've, like, named them all alphabetically. Chem Fuel Team J did actually do really good. They were the team that got 13 years. Everyone else died within the... Well, probably within the first season. But, now, one team did actually do quite well. But we need to name the area.
Dr. Daytonft said Dent go BR.
Dent go burr. True.
DNet_K said SMH.
I don't know how bad the stream delay is. I do have the mode turned on where it's more delayed, but less internet use, which I still have to do because I'm still at my parents' place. Chat, what are we naming it? You gotta come up with a name. Other than I'm just gonna come up with something random.
DNet_K said so what the base is called.
No, you gotta name it. Like I'm naming it, but I want you guys to choose. Give me a name. You got this. I trust chat. I trust chat entirely. I do not trust chat at all. I lied. But some of chat are okay.
DNet_K said ball.
Yeah, you wanna call the area ball? Okay. I'm guessing because base is a circle, but sure.
Dr. Daytonft said base name Balloon House.
Balloon House? Pool or Balloon House? If I had a poll, I'd put that up, but I need affiliate for that. Well, actually,
DNet_K said Snowball. DNet_K
would
said
actually be good. I
WW.
like Snowball. We'll call it Snowball. Snowball? Yeah. I'm at 24 followers now, so we're nearly at the halfway point to affiliate. I actually had a friend follow me randomly whilst I wasn't streaming, which that's actually pretty cool.
Dr. Daytonft said Ashball.
It's probably going to end as an Ashball. Actually, well, I'm going to be like, I know more than I do last time, so when I do build chem fuel refining, even though it's going to be more resource intensive,
DNet_K said more like Arsball.
I'm going to do a decentralized chem fuel grid, you know? My base is perfect. We love this base. I'm gonna do like the top half as hydroponics, which I believe is still researching, yeah. So we can't make our own food until we get hydroponics. Why do I see my mouse at like the bottom of the screen. Do you guys see that? I don't see that. Like, I have my actual computer mouse like over wildlife at the moment. Even though it's like not like supposed to be there. That's kind of weird. That's gonna annoy me. So this is a sun lamp that we have to keep running in order to stay alive. If this goes down, then we lose the power. Then we lose the crop, and all of our plants die, and then everyone dies of starvation. The nutrient paste dispenser is actually really good. Like, you have like ingredient efficiency, so when you make a meal, it's the nutritional value. Like with our people, they have a food bar, and this is based on nutrition. So they have a maximum nutrition of 1. It changes per creature. The packaged survival meals give us nutrition of 0.9. That's 90% of the food they need to completely fill up their stomach. Any excess above their maximum is just lost. But ingredients, like we got this meat here. This is a nutrition of, that's a hopper. You can't eat a hopper. Okay. The nutrition is 0.05. So you would need 20 hair meat to fully feed someone. But the different ways you prepare a meal can like change that. So nutrient paste is the most efficient when it makes your people unhappy. It's 300% efficient. So you'd only need like 7 hair meat to do a complete meal instead of 20, which is of course a lot better and a lot nicer. They get a mood debuff for eating nutrient paste. Where is it? This one. So we get a -4 for 24 hours due to eating nutrient paste. A simple meal, which I think is 120% food efficiency. Don't quote me on that, I might be wrong. That is like neutral mood, and then you can make a fine meal which lowers the efficiency but boosts the mood, or a lavish meal which decreases the efficiency even more. I think lavish is only like 50% efficient for ingredient nutrition to meal nutrition. But and they also get unhappy if they eat raw food or corpses. Especially like if humans eat human meat, that makes them very unhappy. Unless they're cannibal, in which case it makes them very happy. So this was the factions mod I said about earlier, like very briefly, just looking through the mod menu. So we have factions all over the world. We are like way off on our own because no one wants to live on the ice sheet. Can't imagine why. But because I have the factions, they're gonna fight between each other occasionally. But they just did it again. So we have our list of factions here. The Khorans do have their own faction. And then these ones are the default ones. They're like 3 different types, and then each one of those have a civil and a buff. So we have the unions, which are usually just guns, and later on they can get that high-tech stuff. But like when these guys show up, you can expect them to come with like rifles and pistols. We've got tribals, which will come up with they have a lot more people, but they'll come up with like genuine like sticks to fight you with. Like their weapons are really weak, but there's a lot of them. Oh, and we have research hydroponics, and then actually hold on, and then you have the pirates. Actually messed up slightly. There's 3 different types of tribals and 3 different types of like developed people. Pirates are like same as the unions, but the pirates are always hostile. You can ally with all the other ones, but Savage Tribe and Pirate Gang are permanently hostile. So Conquest. So who was invading here? I remember like when I first put this mod on, the Khoran people, for whatever reason, were like ridiculously successful. So we have had Ash Whales, which are the pirates, lost Holland, okay, to what? Who? Utopium? They're the rough Outlanders. So we can ally with these people, but by default they're hostile. And then that same group that just invaded, then lost a different place to the Gentle Tribe, which is surprising. Gentle Tribe usually don't do a whole lot. They're both weak and non-hostile to most people. Anyway, so we have hydroponics. This is where
Dr. Détente said we're becoming pirates.
And we can do piracy. I just remember the layout for this. There's a specific way to do it. I'm going to turn the top half of the base into hydroponics. Let's do there. Actually, I do want to connect to these cables, so I'll do like these. Do
DNet_K said best.
I do like that, and that, and that's like a lot of hydroponic space. Using the nutrient paste 300% meal efficiency, you need 2 hydroponics per person. We've only got 2 people, so we need 4. I'll do these 4 to begin with. That's going to cost us 400 steel, 4 components, assuming we don't fail anything. They're also making snowmen out here. Look at this little guy. Snowman. There's another one over here. Head forward north. So how much steel do we have? We have 78 there. We have 479, and we can get more from the ship chunks. So I can probably build 5 hydroponics. So if we still had this person alive, then we wouldn't have enough food to actually survive. But since we took them out back, we can actually do that. Anna is getting unhappy. She still has extremely low expectations, but she's so upset about everything else that she's still unhappy enough to break down over it. We have pirates. The first raid you always get in real mode, it does like a tutorial raid, is one guy with a melee weapon. This is like the only scripted raid you ever get. Well, I mean, I guess there are like, you can do like quests which always have a raid, but like, you know about this. This is like the only one it doesn't know about. So we are gonna kill them. We have Anna with a shotgun and Bean with a sniper rifle. I forgot about the rifle when I was setting up, but I gave it to them in the starting equipment, so you usually wouldn't have that. It's probably a little bit overpowered for me to have that, but I don't know. So we're gonna kill them, pretty much. Since we have guns on both of people, like quite early, we should be able to kill them before they even get to us. Should. So they are here. One tap. We shot them in the liver, and they can't live without that. Like, if you have an essential organ destroyed, then you immediately die. It's not entirely realistic, so you can't do like a last-minute organ transplant, which kind of sucks because it does make some organs kind of useless. Like, unless you get a scar on an organ, which doesn't really happen too often, there really isn't much point in swapping organs except to deal with stuff like asthma, or if you're doing bionics. I can make upgraded organs and put those organs in instead. But like
Dr. Daytonvd said vroom.
Instead of like actual like medical uses, organs aren't actually that useful. Like again, like liver. By the time a person needs a liver, they're already dead. So I'm tempted to get a mod which keeps them alive for a little while. They can like do a transplant. It's like if your like heart actually fails, you've got like a minute or two before you're actually dead, which wouldn't actually be enough to do anything here, but I mean, you can do like blood packs and stuff. So, I mean, it's still not great, but like, yeah, I feel like them immediately dying when they lose a liver probably isn't the most realistic. I mean, like, getting shot bad enough that an entire organ is destroyed would probably kill you anyway, but like, no. I would like to be able to save people from organ failure a little bit more often. Even like, if you get a heart attack, you can just, oh, Eclipse. You can just treat the heart attack, and I'm pretty sure you're more likely to be successful by just treating the heart attack rather than putting a new heart in. Again, the only reason you actually like do organ transplants is to deal with stuff like asthma or to put upgraded organs in. We also don't have a person on plants growing, which we do actually need. I'll make Anna do plant stuff. Because we did have a person to do plant stuff. They're like skill level 8 with double passion. The passion is how quickly they learn the skill, and then the number is how good the county are. I usually judge them based on the passion rather than the skill. But so we don't actually have a good plants person. Like, Bean is 0 skill, Anna is 3 skill. So like they're both pretty bad at it. But I figure Bean's gonna be doing research. Oops. We've run out of good food. So Bean's gonna be busy with this, and then that just gives Anna something to do. She's got like quite a bit of downtime. She does construction and combat, but we're gonna have like big breaks between both of them. Bean has broken down and is doing drugs. Yeah, also like can't control what she does during a breakdown, so she's gonna start eating the stockpile food, which
Dnet_K said Bean new.
Bean. No, I mean this is like actually a pretty good outcome, all things considered. It's like there are like a lot of different breakdowns, and some of them, under the situation that we're in, it would genuinely be better for us to just kill the person rather than let them do the breakdown. The other person's also in a daze. So we currently have zero control over the colonists, which isn't great. But they're not being violent, which is the main thing. Bean is collapsed. Why is Bean collapsed? Okay, so Bean has given themselves food poisoning and then gotten so high on smoke leaf that they've passed out next to some guy's dead body out on the ice. She doesn't even have like hypothermia. She's just chilling. Bean. What a strange person. So rifle being on the ground is actually pretty bad because it will slowly damage it, but you know, by the time this one breaks, we can probably make a new one. So that's not actually too bad. The wood is also deteriorating. I forgot about that. I'm gonna put them inside. Do a stockpile then. Wood. Allow wood, clear everything else. Yeah. So when they stop being so sad about everything, they're gonna bring this wood inside to keep it from breaking down. They also like occasionally bring wood and the enemies. One of the mods I have is the simple sidearms mod, which lets them do things like carry both a shotgun and a pistol. Because usually you can only have one weapon equipped, but like, I feel like when you can make your own clothes and all that, carrying like a pistol isn't really that bad.
Dr. Daytonft said don't put her on toasted.
Oh, Bean. I see what you're getting at. I should make a person named Toast. But one big advantage of mental breakdowns is that for the next, like, 2.5 days, they're gonna have catharsis, which is one of the biggest mood buffs you can have. So for the next 2.5 days, they are just not gonna break down, which is extremely useful for us. Also, don't. They lost their sleeping spots and didn't put them back. Whoops. I should also move the steel and all that from out here and put it next to the base. Because at the moment they're like walking halfway across the map, which isn't any good. But I can literally just like stockpile it outside of the door. So at the moment we are in the equivalent of summer. Like, this is literally midsummer for us. And it's -2 degrees outside, which is still very cold, but it's like, it's cold, it's warm enough where we can walk around the map and start putting stuff, like, we can grab the steel and put it by the base. Whereas once it hits the equivalent of winter here,
DNet_K said it's livable.
Yeah, if it's like fully winter, then you literally like walking over here and then back to the base would actually kill a person. They would die of frostbite walking from there and back before they can actually get it. I mean, you can like do setups which makes them better in the cold. So at the moment they're both wearing flak jackets, which like they've got a flak vest, they've got a flak jacket, flak pants, and a shirt. So they have a like minimum comfortable temperature of -10, and so they won't get frostbite until it's below that. It's currently -17, so they will start getting hypothermia. We should see it on Beam here. Maybe. No, they're made inside. It only actually shows up once they're like 10 or 15%. I think 10. But for the stuff out here, we want to move it to the base before it's an issue. And for Dubspad hygiene, we also want to get a pump set up, because they need water with that mod. Also had a turbine breakdown. That's quite bad. And also, they're not making food yet. They're gonna starve if they don't make food. I'll change the priority. So we've got growing on higher priority than construction. We have a transport podcast.
DNet_K said who needs water, just drink your tears.
So we have
Dr.
just...
Daytonvt said bill for coal factory and release carbon emissions.
I mean, we are doing Kenpu refinery, so we're not actually that far off. So one thing that can happen in mode is you'll have people with relationships to your colonists turn up. And it's like really it doesn't pay any attention to actual genetics for this. Like you can have like completely random people show up. But this is Anna's father, which is the constructor. So we can just leave them to die. That will make Anna sad. Or we can rescue them, and we don't actually have the food supply for that, but we can.
DNet_K said 07.
I mean, having relationships in the ice sheet is actually pretty bad. Because if it goes wrong, and if one of them dies, then the other one's gonna be very sad about it. Like, Anna's gonna be sad if I leave her father to die, which will be even more sad if I rescue the father and then we execute them. They are a good shot, so I can use them in combat. They don't do any drugs, and they're good memory. It's actually like a decent setup. Their passions aren't great, they like to shoot stuff, and they're okay at melee, cooking animals, and social. But we're not really using cooking animals or social. So they would be like entirely for combat. Which, again, isn't too much of a concern out here, because by the time winter comes around, most raiders will have frostbite by the time they actually get to our door. So I could rescue. I think I am going to rescue them, but I might regret it. I can also rescue and then release. Like they're not part of our faction yet, so I can either capture them or release, or just rescue them. Capturing them turns them into our prisoner, which just deleted the entire thing. We can convince prisoners to join us. It takes a while. Some people can never be recruited, but most can. But you then have to deal with the prisoner for a couple of weeks. Or we can rescue them, and there's a chance that they will join us, but most will just leave. So we'll rescue them, and if they leave on their own accord, then I really don't mind. So I will stabilize and then rescue. If they join us, then they might die of starvation. Our power grid just shut down. Again, so hydroponics, if the power is cut to them, then the plants will start to die. So these plants are now slightly damaged. This doesn't actually affect how much harvest you can get from them, but if it reaches 0, then the plant is completely dead. So power supply not currently good enough. We're going to add another turbine. Although saying that, we've got 79 steel left. This takes 100. We actually can't make that at the moment. And we still need a water supply. So we can either make the power supply more reliable and have our people walk to this water every time they want to drink.
Dr. Daytonvt said kill them if they leave.
You can. You can also you can rescue them, and then if they don't join you, you can then shoot them on the way out and then capture them then. Sam has just joined us. I need to decide what I'm going to make them do. I will probably make them do plant work. They are incapable of plant work. They're incapable of plant and medical. What am I doing with them? Like, the current like work we're doing is harvest food, do research, build something. We already have a dedicated builder, so we don't need a builder. Research is like mostly being done, so we don't really need a second researcher, even though the like bench is currently empty. Although we're not even doing any research right now. I forgot. I'm a fool. So we don't need a researcher. And they're incapable of doing plant work. So I think I literally don't have a job for them. I guess I put them on hauling and cleaning. But they're not particularly useful. I do like hunting too. I'll give them a rifle. If someone's gonna die first, I'm gonna make sure it's Sam. Like, I'm putting them on the front lines.
Dr. Daytonft said useless.
Yeah, basically useless. This is like fairly common in the ice sheet. Yeah, a lot of people that just aren't worth the resources. Because again, we need 2 hydroponics per person to keep them fed. Each hydroponic takes 100 steel and a component. We need 200 steel per person. We currently have 79. We can get like probably another 60 from that. There's some more down there. We can get 60 steel from the steel chunks. Or from the ship chunks. So we literally we can't actually feed them yet. Also, that's a very good point. Steel chunks are a thing. Steel slag chunks. So whenever a pod comes in, such as the one that Sam arrived in, there's a chance that it will leave behind a steel slag chunk. This is usually not very significant, but for us it is huge, because you can occasionally get cargo pods coming in, which could be anywhere from like 4 to 10 pods. I think it's like a 50% chance of the slag chunk appearing. And these can be smelted for like 10 steel, I think. Maybe as much as 20. I think it's 15. Probably 15. So if we get a smelter, then each cargo pod we get is potentially like 100 steel, which is actually quite good. Our rice is now diseased. Great. So everything with the symbol is diseased and will make no food. But and that can spread, so everything with blight is just terrible. We have to remove all of these plants. They're gonna give us no food, so that's the entire harvest lost. But it wasn't that far in anyway, so it's not actually that bad. That's that food gone. We'll start over. We also turn the sun lamp back on. We don't have enough power to run the sun lamp all the time, but a little bit of food is still worth it. Like, I can like manually just turn this on and off, depending on how the batteries are doing. Like, we really need another turbine to keep this running 24/7. But we don't currently have the steel. And so this is the electric smelter, which lets us turn the steel chunks into steel. It costs us 170 steel to make, which we do not have. So we can't make that yet. We have to find some other way to get steel until then. Which is the whole big issue of the ice sheet. We have run out of food. I'll get more reserves out. And Sam, the guy we rescued, is very, very unhappy and may try to kill someone, which is not good. Not good. So we might have to take them out back. And this is why I say their mood is surprisingly one of the most important things, because if they stay this unhappy, they will either kill each other or destroy the base. So it's like I have to either just deal with the problems as they make it, or I have to kill them before they can cause issues, which, neither of which are particularly good, but, live and learn. But, like, we physically don't have the resources to make them happy yet. Like, all we have is, 35 wood. Actually, we've got 110 wood, and a bit of steel, and that's literally everything we have. I can't make them happy with that.
Dr. Daytonft said kill them first.
Probably. But then you end up running out of people, so it's like you have to make choices. We have a merchant camp. They are a war merchant, which is probably the least useful type of merchant we can have. But they are a merchant. Social. Sam is the best at social, so I'll send them over. Traders will also leave when it gets too cold. So they'll get halfway to the base and then just give up and turn around, which is kind of funny. We can buy some food from them. Pemmican, it's not great, but it's not bad either. They'll buy our food, which we can't give that away. They'll buy our components, which we can't restock and are very valuable. They'll buy a plasteel knife, which we could sell, but it's worth more than that. It's the market value of a plasteel knife is 285, and they'll buy it from us for $32. Revolver, that's worth more than what they're paying. Flak pants is actually something we can sell, but we can probably get better use out of that. We can sell the Synths thread, we actually don't care about that. So we'll trade Synths thread for 92 pemmican, which will help deal with the food issue for now. Anna has broken down and is insulting everyone. Great. Sam's still on extreme break risk, and I don't think he's going to improve. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna take Sam out back. Anna, they get very upset about insults, and so Anna might cause someone else to have a breakdown, which we might be able to do it on the caravan instead. I forget whether they can actually do that. Anna is currently chasing down Bean to insult her. If Anna successfully insults Bean, then Bean's going to be very upset about it, and it might have a breakdown then. But Bean's one of our best characters, so I don't want that to happen. So we're going to delay the Sam being taken out back until Bean is free from insults. But we're literally just running away. I can't let Anna get to Bean, so Bean just has to run for a while. Sam's back on a major break risk, not an extreme. So they're not going to kill anyone, but they might throw a tantrum, which would be pretty bad. If they do, then I can't kill them fast enough to actually prevent anything, so they could cause serious issues, but I think you just have to take that risk. Anna does have a bad back, which is making this a lot easier for Bean. Anna can only move at 70% speed, which is 3 cells per second, whereas Bean has 4.2 cells. Oh yeah, there's the pemmican, by the way. We can just leave it there, that'll be fine. Bean has stopped running. So goofy. So goofy. I mean, I can also just like do laps around the base, but then they have to stand next to the corpse, which isn't any good. I could get Sam to like fist fight Anna to distract her, but this is what the ice sheet is all about. Like, it's incredibly scuffed and not the standard real world experience, but it's yeah, it's kind of fun. It's a very different set of challenges. Bean is now dazed and can't run. I'm gonna take Sam away from the base because they're gonna break down soon. I'll put them like in this crowd of people. They might go berserk and just attack anyone. If they're doing that, then I want them to attack the trader so they get shot down before they do any damage. But yeah, Bean is now just wandering around. I can make a horseshoe pin out of 5 steel, which will entertain them a little bit, but still not great. Anna is gonna take Sam out back. Sam has gone berserk and is attacking the trader. And it's down. We're not saving them.
DNet_K said BRB, it's breakfast time. Core of 2, how can web lovers?
Okay, go have breakfast. I've had my breakfast. I had my breakfast on stream. A big moment. I can take the rifle inside. Yeah, I'll see if I can get the like Twitch integration mod running for this.
DNet_K said very big moment FR.
Imagine like actually eating food for the morning stream. Crazy moment. They left us medicine as a gift. That's actually very, very useful. That's probably the most useful gift we can get right now. I'll take that inside. Medicine. And take it inside. I could bring the clothes inside, but I'm not sure I can be bothered. I probably should. I will. Okay, I can then sell that and use that silver to buy food. Well, food and steel. Steel is the main thing we need, but like, yeah, we have enough food for 2 people, so this is actually fine. We need more power to keep it going, which is important. By the time winter comes and it's too cold for them to walk to the lake or pond, I guess that's the pond, then I need to get the Dub's Bad Hygiene water stuff. Like, we need a water well, which is 50 steel. We need a butt, which we can make out of anything. So it's either 25 steel or 25 wood or like 250 silver. So we need that. We need a pump. We need an electric or a wind. Electric is actually less steel, so we'll probably do electric. And we could do a well, but it's not great. You have to like haul it yourself. We could do like a primitive well and a water barrel. That's actually affordable, but it would be nicer to have an actual pump and a barrel like inside here. I think that's all we actually need for that. We can do water heating if we want, and like an actual toilet, but I think for now the latrine is good enough for us. I might actually make the primitive well, because we're not really short on manpower. That's probably worth it. And make it out of wood as well. I do a wooden well and a bucket. A barrel rather. If I do the well here and the barrel next to it, I have indoor water supply, which is
Dr.
probably
Daytonft
quite
said bit
useful.
late to ask this, but what happened to Tree?
They overslept. I haven't seen them this morning. They're probably snoozing away in bed right now. But they should be here. They didn't send me anything. At least not when I last checked. So it's yeah, they're literally just in bed probably. He's supposed to be here, but he isn't. So it'll be power just shut down. So the sun up is the main draw of power. So as long as I turn it off, the hydroponics should come back online. If we're making any power at all, which we are not, so we probably just lost that crop. We did actually get the previous crop. These plants are only at 3% grain, so that's actually like really not that bad. Got enough rice for like a couple of meals. Yeah, we need a third turbine. I'll do the water supply out of wood with a well and a wooden barrel. I've actually not used the well before, but I'm pretty sure that that's enough for now. I prefer an actual pump and well, but yeah, you know. It's good enough, and then we can deconstruct some ship chunks. We'll get the one far away, because there's a bit of a trick you can do where if you cancel the deconstruction of a ship chunk, it resets the progress, but the deconstruction counts towards construction practice. So if your construction dies, you can train someone else up by just getting them to continuously disassemble a single ship chunk. Solar flare, that is going to kill the crop. We have lost the food. Great. So they should, I haven't used the well before, but they should literally just start pumping water up. You have 99 steel, so one of the chunks got disassembled. The other one is here. If we disassemble this, we can get a power grid stable, which means the food supply is going to be a lot more stable too. And I mean that's warmth, that's power, that's food taken care of. Everything beyond this is mostly just luxuries to keep their mood up. Because again, they are like slowly going insane. We have to deal with that, otherwise everyone's gonna die, which is suboptimal. So it could be worse, but you know, it's you don't really want that to be the case. I don't think they're actually filling up this barrel at all. Like it said on the prompt, as we access to groundwater, water must be hauled to a water tub before it can be used for washing or drinking. Water tub?
Dr. Daytonft said stable, yeah.
Yeah, I mean we can like we can make the final turbine now. That's then stable enough. But that's everything except for the mood taken care of for now. Assuming they don't fail the construction, which would be quite annoying. Do microelectronics. That's a long one that you always need. Lots of junk. There's a couple of people having daisies. Some factions made peace. That was who was that? A union. Yeah, this union. So the gentle tribe made peace with Bachelor? What? Union of Union of Bexeter made peace with the League of Barbaria, which are pirates, or a savage tribe, which should always be hostile. They're always hostile to us, but I guess they somehow figured that one out. I don't think that's actually supposed to happen. That's kind of weird. But the rest we don't actually care about. There was actually another news of peace, but yeah, he cares. So they should be able to drink from the well, but it says it needs a tub, which it does specify a water tub, and this is a water tub. So we'll build one of these. It might be a waste of wood, but you know, it's good for learning. Anna is down. Anna is dying of hypothermia. But we're also cooling back to the house, which is interesting. Now, they should be fine now. And they can go get the shotgun back. But they're quite unhappy about that. I'll force construction to happen now, even though she's not too happy, just because I want to see it done. Because she could have a mental breakdown and then end up dead, but that is now stable power. Done. So, that is power sorted, that is heat sorted, that is food sorted. Now I just have to hold down the fort. So this is a point where I said it probably wouldn't be as interesting, because I can do like just chatting over this, but if I do like a proper like long-term remote stream Twitch thing, then it's not going to be on the ice sheet, because at this point we're literally just holding down the fort until we either get oil rigging or we die a horrible death. I'm probably going to die. Like, we do actually have biofuel refining. I mean, like, when I did this before, at this point I think I was entirely dependent on sewage. Because Dubsplat Hygiene, when they go to the toilet, they leave sewage behind. And you can harvest that, and then you can put it through a biofuel refinery to make biofuel, and from that you can then run a chem fuel generator, which is actually a pretty good option. So before I run completely off of that, but I think I've like learned enough and gotten better at this so that I can do it without that at all. But it would be useful later. Let's have a look at the mod. So it's Dubsplat Hygiene, flush size. So this is how much sewage is made. You can only do it in like 25s, which isn't great. I think it's because when they go to the toilet, I think it goes up by like 1% on 25, and on the full 100% it goes up by 4, I think. That's the minimum it is. I did the calculations before, and it was like 20 times more. Yeah, 20 times more powerful than it should be. Anna just had a tantrum, and they just destroyed 25 medicine. And I didn't see that until after the tantrum ended. And the tantrum ended very quickly, which meant that medicine is now long gone. It's like, we are not getting that back now. So that, we've just lost 25 medicine to a tantrum. We were gifted 7, so it's actually not as bad. Ship trunk landing over here. But yeah, that kind of sucks. Maybe you don't need medicine for too much out here, but even still, it's not great. I do notice that the water tub does have water in it, so that takes care of the water issues going into winter. We have fixed that. So if everything beyond this, I just need to make them happy and give them a horseshoe pin for 10 steel, which is a form of recreation. They do have recreation needs it. There's a whole load of different types of ways they can socialize, and the horseshoe pin is one of them. They're also gonna be unhappy that they ate without a table, which I should get a table, and I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but table is always good because it covers both the eating without a table need, and it also covers the they can socialize at a table. That gives them some recreation. So table is actually a really good shout, but the smallest table costs 28 material. I can do it out of wood actually. You like 28 for the table, and then a chair. You can just use a stool. Is 25. A fancy chair is 45. So we can make a table, but not a chair to go with it. So again, we just have to wait for cargo pods, or yeah, we have to wait for cargo pods or traveling traders to actually get that. I could deconstruct some stuff together, but that's like you always get less when you deconstruct, so that's not a good option either. So again, we literally just sit here. I do know that there is a Twitch integration, and you can like have the pawns in here be named after chatters, and then things that they write in chat will come up over here, which is as like a speech bubble, which is actually really cool. So we're gonna do that if we do this again, but I mean this is mostly just testing, I guess. It's you know, this is showing off the mood. There's nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Tree is still asleep. But, you know. I probably also have lunch soon too. Yeah. We will have like an actual plan for stuff to do. Like, I'm fairly certain when Danette comes in to do streaming instead of Tree, because Tree leaves on either Wednesday or Thursday. So Danette's gonna be in either Thursday or Friday. Unless like Tree like leaves right in the morning. Which I mean it is an option, so we could have Danette as soon as Wednesday. But then I'm expecting Danette to be more consistent than Tree will be, because she's turned up for pretty much like every morning stream. So I can like make an actual plan for what to do with her. We will probably end up doing either art or coding together. Because I'm gonna teach her coding, she's gonna teach me art, so it'd be a nice little thing to do together. But yeah, I'm kind of running out of stuff to show off here. I can do recreation, that's like kind of it. I can just sit here talking, but it's I might call it. Like this is good, but like it's I think it's too slow for the stream, so I'm gonna quit out. And I can go have lunch. I usually got like 20 to 30 more minutes, but it's you know, I think it's like kind of naturally coming to an end sort of thing. We're also down to 1 viewer, so it's like, remote's not too exciting. We're gonna call it. Yeah, it's 9 AM is a much nicer start time. I'm actually like awake at the moment.
Dr. Daytonvd said I teach coding.
I can. I'm gonna be teaching Danet coding, and then chat's gonna be here whilst I'm doing it, so they can like learn along if they want. But my main focus will be on Danet. But yeah, it's I'm like awake now. If I had like plans or something I wanted to do, I'd probably keep going until I actually got like cooled down for lunch. But like, I'm like doing good, you know? Like, usually by this point I'm like tired and like a little bit annoyed, so I want to just like go back to bed. But like, I'm actually like, I'm really good at the moment. Like, my voice is still off. I think my voice has been getting like gradually worse over the last week or so. So I'll probably like do a little bit of singing or something like that just to get my voice back. Because I want it to be like more understandable for stream. Like, again, historically my voice has been pretty bad. And I feel like it's starting to slip a little bit. So I want to make myself more clear and more presentable. And I'm gonna put the text back up. We'll have the text. Do stream ending soon. Yeah, there you go. So I need to get my voice back to streaming quality. It might have just been like so many like early mornings that I'm like stuck in a permanent morning voice, which it's possible, but you know, I'm gonna like try doing other stuff, and hopefully my voice is gonna get more clear. I can kind of change it. I remember a couple of the tricks I learned whilst doing the singing practice way back when Danet wanted it. But if I like open my mouth differently, I can like talk a little bit more clear. I can there's like a thing where like if you put a hand on your throat, you can like feel the airway. So I can like and kind of open it up
Dr.
more.
Daytonvd said by Ed.
Yeah. I might still talk for a couple minutes, but like I'm heading out pretty soon because me hungry. I wanna eat food. But like I should be able to make my voice more clear and more presentable, which I need to practice more. But you know, it's weird like mouth movements, and you have to like listen to yourself more closely. That's you know, I will figure it out. I will improve my voice and I will make it more presentable. But it's been slipping recently, so I'm gonna fix that. I mean, we could do like voice training like on live. I'm sure there's like something online you can do for it. We can even do like live feedback from you guys, but maybe that would be like a solo stream idea. Just me learning how to do basic speech. That'd be kind of funny. Yeah, now I'm in a good mood here. I could probably go like all day if I want like having lunch soon. If I wasn't having lunch, I would like find something else to do right now. I would play that all day. But I am having lunch, so I need to do that. I'm gonna end when the song hits 0. That feels cool. 3, 2, 1. Bye bye.